I love Willet.
Ba-da-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Welcome back to the motherfucking Snap Crap. It's back, baby. July 10th. Today was the day. We're recording now. By the time Monday rolls around, I bet you half of America's probably heard about 500,000 of them.
They're gonna go crazy. They're gonna be gone by next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're just gonna get
Did
rid of
not
them
bring
again.
back the honey mustard, though.
Yeah, I'd like the spicy though. They got the spicy and the ranch.
I haven't had one yet. I'm gonna give it a go.
Had one of both today. McDonald's is really on their shit recently. They bring
Oh,
back, they get some of the spice. This is what we're talking about, though. This is what they do to us. We sit here and we bash them and we bash them, and then they come back with some fucking bullshit and they ring us back in. They're like, they're just like they're
I
hard to
don't know.
get. They like to play
I've
hard to get.
I've had a lot of bad experiences at a McDonald's lately. They are on my shit list.
I don't disagree, but the snack wraps are good. And I'll tell you what, $3 isn't horrible. In 2025, with the pricing that we have, 2.99, it's not terrible. What are the ones from Arby's?
But I think $3.
I think they're like 2.99 too. Yeah, the snack
Mhm.
wraps are definitely bigger than the ones from Arby's. Arby's sometimes really start skimping you,
Mhm.
giving you the small
The
ones.
problem is they're using those octopus kneecap fucking chicken tenders on them.
Octopus kneecap chicken tenders. That's a
They
sentence.
taste like octopus kneecaps.
The ones from Arby's, you're saying?
Or from McDonald's.
I haven't had their tenders.
Well, it's in the snack wrap, so you had one then.
I guess that's true. I don't think it's the same
Because it's
because the one
definitely,
in the
it's
tender I
100%
got
the
was a
same.
lot bigger than the ones that I've seen people get as far as the tenders go.
Anyways, welcome back to the Not Supposed to Be Here podcast. What a way for us to start off talking about fat guy shit, because all this
So
podcast is fat guy knowledge. I'm
fair.
Zachary Willett. That's Austin Roth. I'm a little hyper right now. I had a coffee. I trimmed my hedges, made a little chili. It's a Thursday night, so I'm not used to doing this. Got to wake up early in the morning to do my workout and go to work. Chances are we're going to do this pretty late tonight, so I probably won't wake up and do my workout in the morning. I keep telling myself I'm going to run in the morning. I haven't ran yet. Just doing some like body exercise, some push-ups, sit-ups, and body squats. My
I think I
thighs are
would
on
die.
fire.
I think I die. I got a person I work with who does the old, she runs marathons, and like she'll just randomly in conversation be like, whatever last night, like when I got done running 14, and I'm like, 14 what? She's like 14 miles. I'm like, that's just casual, just a casual Tuesday night
Mhm.
for her. I'm
I
like,
mean, I
same.
never I never ran over 5 miles, but I was a runner at one point in time, and I enjoyed it. I did.
Yeah,
Like
you're
it
not.
is like one of those things that's like you start doing it and you're like, this sucks. Then you get that runner's high. That's a real thing. But the problem is I just have to get back to that runner's high. I've been on the exercise bike a lot more in the past year than I have been, that's been more of my cardio, but I haven't been
Yeah,
old sweaty Betty in a minute.
I have never once in my entire existence been a runner. Never enjoyed it, never liked doing it, never wanted to do it, hated it always my whole entire life.
I
I've,
really liked running the marathons and track. That was something I actually enjoyed. There was something about running next to the person, like next to you, and just striding it out, and then just being like, "Here's the baton. That's on you."
yeah, I'm more into like we can share a pizza, discuss ideas
Yeah. I mean,
about how to make the world
I'm
a
more
better
of that
place.
nowadays. Ever since I had my hip surgery, it's been fucking. I don't think I've ran more than 2 miles.
Yeah, I'm just not a runner. I never will be. I don't have to pretend like I am. I'm not.
I'm definitely not built for running anymore.
What's the thing where you like sit down and you like push and then like you pull the thing?
A rowing machine.
Those are nice. That's a good
Those are
workout.
nice. Those are very good workouts. When I was having the old hip issues, I used
Yeah.
those a lot.
That's one of those where like you don't really even know how much you're working out, but you're working out.
Like Frank Underwood from House of Cards.
House of
He was
Cards.
big
Yes,
on that. Remember
yes,
when it
yes,
broke
he
and he
was.
fell off of that thing? I always had that fear after I watched that episode.
It's a great show. Talk about a great show that just went to shit quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it didn't go quick. I mean, we got 4 good seasons out of it.
I just meant like it went from being really good to really bad like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
like it
I
like
mean, well,
slowly drifted off.
Kevin Spacey wasn't out there touching kids. I mean, would we have this issue? They're rebooting everything from like the 90s and early 2000s right now. Let's reboot King of Queens.
Did you see King of the Hill?
Yeah, I did see King of the Hill. I got pretty excited about that. We've
Excited
been
about that.
watching a
I
lot of highlights from King of the Hill.
agree with that. But I also agree with the King of Queens. One of the greatest sitcoms. Is that a sitcom? Would we consider that a
Yeah, it's a
sitcom?
sitcom.
Yeah, one of the greatest sitcoms of all time, I'd say. Top
I,
three, bottom three sitcoms would be good.
that scene where Arthur is like, where he's like, I'm gonna order from Sal's. Sal's, are you crazy? He's like,
Yeah.
okay, fuck, what were you thinking? And he's like,
Up
it's just a
top.
great
Up
scene.
top.
Like the
Yeah.
people who wrote those kind of like, I don't know, just the 90s were just such a better time. Like even if you go back and watch like the low budget movies and shit, they were just so much better than what they are now.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm trying to think of like we
The
talk
problem
about it all the time,
is we got
but
just too much of the Michael Bay, let's blow shit up. Like, like give me a little like Wedding Crashers. Give me something like that. Give me an employee of the month. Give me a good luck Chuck. Just something that's not.
Those
It
are good.
doesn't need
Those
to
are
be
all
big
good
crazy.
polls. Yeah, those are all good polls.
Especially
But
like when
a
we
lot
have
of them were
streaming
not
services.
movies that
They
they
don't need to
thought were going
spend
to
a
be
shit ton
great.
of money.
I agree. If you
Like,
look back to like a lot of the ones you just said,
mhm,
Wedding Crashers, Step Brothers, Talladega Nights, all that kind of shit,
yeah,
like they never
low
expected it to
budget.
be nearly as big. Happy Gilmore,
Yeah, I
Billy
mean,
Madison,
yeah, I mean, we are closing in on Happy Gilmore 2. I mean, I'm excited for it.
very
But
close.
like the problem with these, like when they reboot these movies, they just go balls to the fucking wall for them.
Yeah, that's true. Because see that problem that comes out on a Friday. That's a movie that I don't want to watch on the phone. I'd like to get that on the big screen. I like to get it on the 75 inch. I like
You
to
can't
sit down.
watch
I
it
like
on
to
a
watch it.
Friday.
I'm saying I can't. I just meant like it's going to come out on Friday. I'm going to be working. I'm going to want to watch it on my phone because I'm going to want to watch it. So
Hmm.
I'm going to be intrigued to just click it
Hmm.
and watch it. But I got to tell myself no. Wait till I get home. Wait till the kids go to bed. Get it on the big screen.
Yeah, I'll be coming home that night. That'll be a night in the basement on
Yep.
the screen and the recliner.
Just get severely disappointed.
Yeah, yeah. John Daly's in it though, so something could happen.
Everybody, fucking everybody's in the movie.
Bryson, or is it? It's Bryson, Scotty. I don't think Bryson's on it.
Bryson, Scotty,
Scotty, John
Rory.
Rahm,
John
Roy.
Rahm, JT, Jordan Spieth, they're all in it, dude. All of them. Travis Kelsey's in it. Will
I did know Travis
Zalatoris is
Kelsey
his
was in it.
caddy.
Didn't know Travis Kelsey.
And then obviously the GOAT himself,
Shooter
Gavin.
McGavin. Oh yeah. His nephew, or his nephew or his son is dating a transgender comedian.
I don't even know how to respond to that. How would I know that? I
I
know
watch a
that.
lot of podcasts, so and they were on
Shooter
your
McGavin's
the transgender. I have a
good for
real
his
hard
son.
time with the pronouns. Like I really do. And it's not like out of like a disrespect thing. It's just like I don't ever know like when I talk about I just the transgender. That's easiest for me. And it's not like it's just because I get too confused. It's too confusing in my brain. I'm kind of let me be Alex Jones. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of fucking retarded. All right. There we
I
go. We
like
just got
Alex Jones.
demonetized.
I know
Um,
that's gone. I love Alex Jones when he starts freaking out though and goes on one of his little tangents. Eddie Bravo is a fun little listen with Joe Rogan when he starts going his conspiracy thing and Joe's trying to
mhm,
like haul him back in and
mhm.
shit. I was watching one of the what is it called when there's like the four of them watch the fights, the fight companion or whatever.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Oh my God, they were like watching a fight and they were going, and it was like during COVID. And Eddie
I
was
know
like
which one
going
you're
on a
talking about.
rampage about like the vaccines and the mask and
Mhm.
shit, and like going into a deep dive conspiracy. And Joe was like locked in the fight, and he's like, "Hey, bitch, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, watch the fight." It was Max Holloway and Ilya Taporia. His
See,
name
like
was
the
going.
UFC, that's another sellout, It's just not like what it was in the early 2000s. Give me a
Yeah.
Chuck Liddell, give me a Rampage Jackson, give me a Kimbo Slice.
Tito Ortiz,
Remember when that really fat guy did a
Forrest
flip
Griffin,
though?
BJ Penn,
I don't remember what that fat guy's name was, but I remember
uh,
that.
not Brunson. Dewey would know it. I
Yeah,
know who you're
Dewey would
talking
know.
about though.
You know
He's
who
like
would know it?
300 pounds and he's doing fucking
Dewey's cousin would know it.
backflips and shit. Shithand?
No, not
So
but yeah, yeah,
very good.
Just the 90s were a time to live, It's just too bad our parents couldn't like get us into that generation.
I know
If we,
you couldn't have
if
just
we
got
were
me a
born
little earlier.
5 to 10 years earlier than what we were, like the difference in our life would be like tremendous.
I
Like the
think I would have
housing market would
thrived
have
in the
been better
60s.
in our favor. The economy would have been better in our favor. Everything would have been better.
We
Like
really needed like a five, a 3 year. If we could be born 3 or 5
mhm.
years earlier, we would have been balling in the housing
People
market.
2 years, not even people 2 years. People like a year ahead of us and people a year behind us are the ones that got truly the most fucked by COVID. Because like
Yeah.
we weren't old enough to like start our lives, but we also were like not young enough to reap the benefits of like the schooling program or
Yeah.
anything.
Think of how many idiots graduated.
I can think of one off the top of my head.
I can think of like three.
Yeah. I mean, Dewey graduated with us though, and there was no COVID. Have
He
enough
worked his
credits.
ass off though. He worked his ass off. You got to think
Yeah.
about it. He did about 12 classes in like a 4 day span. Didn't sleep once. It was
Yeah,
just
remember when he pulled like a 48 hours, not a drop of
grinding,
sleep, just grinding because he just spent
grinding.
the whole year doing shit. I
Yeah.
always think about OB, and I think about the fact that we did that presentation on a trash can. We literally built it 2 minutes before. Like, that's just how little effort you had to put into high school. Like, we
We were
built
literally
it.
sitting in the front, and then we went first. It's not
Yeah,
like we were like,
yeah.
"Hey, let's go." He's like, "Who wants to go first?" I was like, "Let's just do it.
It was
Fuck it."
7:14 in the morning. School started at 7:20. We were presenting by 7:25.
I tell you what, yeah.
And
I mean,
and
I
he
don't know.
still talks about it to this day.
I would argue
People
one of the better
will see
ones.
me and they'll be like, "You're Willet, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "OB still talks about your presentation on the trash can."
I would say it was probably one of the better ones of that whole
Yeah, probably
class.
was.
And we put absolutely no effort. We got an A on that. We got a good grade.
Yeah, we did get an A on it. I
But
remember when we
absolutely
did the
nothing.
podcast in high school though, and we got an A minus just because I said fuck on the podcast. Now look at us talking about swear words and shit.
That was good. That's when it all originated, if you think about it.
Yeah, that was the original podcast. But anyways, let's bring up our swear word of the day since we're already on the topic.
Okay.
I'm going tonight. I mean, I'm on it. That coffee's
I'm
zipping.
I'm with it.
Zipping. Today we're gonna go with the word pissed. And as I said to you earlier, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
Fair. True.
What's the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea?
What does that have to do with the word pissed?
Fucking different.
I have no idea. What? Say them again?
A chickpea and a garbanzo bean.
I couldn't confidently tell you what either one of those are.
Well, last night I didn't have a garbanzo bean on my face.
You
I
had a
don't want to
chickpea
explain
on your
it.
face?
Yeah, a chickpea on my face, but I didn't have a garbanzo bean on my face. I don't like explaining jokes because they're not as funny. Why do midgets like running through fields?
Why?
Tall grass tickles their balls. All right, anyways, pissed. The slang pissed has two main meanings. Drunk which is a British term, be pissed, British, and then angry or irritated is often associated with the American term. So again, the Brits gave us something and we made it better. Tea, we made it sweet and iced. I mean, America, we made it what it is now. So I mean,
Both of those things are very true.
But anyways, yeah. The origin of pissed, it's another old English, old French word. It's deriving from something about urinating. It's some crazy Latin word that then turned into a French word that then turned into an English word. But it always meant to urinate. But then they started using it as a slang term in Britain or the UK rather to be or heavily drunk in the 15th century, and then somewhere in the mid 20th century, it meant angry here in the U.S. Really, I'm talking to your cupboard.
I'm listening.
What did your dryer just go off or something?
No, I had a cough attack for a second there.
Cough attack.
You're good. Go on.
When
I'm
you,
listening.
it's done. It's over with. I mean, I
Okay.
explained. I'm the word pissed.
That's probably I'm gonna put that at number 3 so far of my favorite swear word that you've deliberated on so far.
Okay.
I think tramp was not
Tramp was a good one. Um,
how you explore.
um, did I do fuck yet? No, I haven't done fuck yet. I'm gonna end it with fuck. When I run out of words, I'm ending it. Gotta go out with
Fuck
a
is a
bang.
great word.
It's a lot of people's favorite words.
It is 100% my favorite word in the wow, that is good. Favorite one in the
Was it a
entire
raspberry?
dictionary. It is, which is not my favorite. It's my least favorite, but for whatever reason, right
Raspberry is
now,
just a lot
hitting.
sweeter than the rest. I'm
It's
drinking a
very sweet,
peach twisted tea right now.
but it's very good for some reason. Right now, it's hitting. It's hitting very good. You know, I like the word though. I
It's
like the
hitting like
word.
a.
I like the swear
It's,
word.
is it hitting like a 20s husband or is it hitting like a good baseball player?
It's hitting like 2008 Chuck Liddell.
So pretty hard.
So pretty hard.
I mean, are we hitting more like Tiger's 9-iron through his windshield when his wife threw it through there? Or are we hitting like, like Conor McGregor just standing back and giving him the jabs?
Definitely 9-iron. That's a 9-iron
Nine
through a
iron, nine
windshield
iron.
right
All right.
there.
I got
Yep.
the analogy now. I can see it. I can see it.
Good.
Anyways, they're talking about Michigan and right now and how they're gonna still try to punish them for the whole like it's just
I'm
they
so
won't give
fucking
up on it.
over it,
Like
dude.
why like
It's such a witch hunt, man. My
mhm.
God, it's annoying to listen to. It is. And then you'll sit there and be like, oh, like you know, we're on your heads or whatever. It's like, dude, like holy fuck, it's like
It's
who's
two
the
years ago. The
fucking
coach isn't even
I
there
can't remember
anymore.
the corner who fucking played for Michigan last year. What is his fucking name? But they interviewed him after the game and they're like, these guys gotta learn how to lose. Because there's one thing this I will do almost anything. I'll jump in pudding naked to get more followers for the Not Supposed to Be Your podcast. But I will
I would
not,
jump
under
in
any
putting naked
circumstances,
for no
you know,
followers.
that's fair. It'll probably be good depending on the pudding too. You get a little good for
Because
mouth.
then you're eating like pubic pudding,
You just jump in head first. But depending on,
which
we always talk about we'll sell our souls for a sponsorship. Oreo, we're talking about you. But
we're gonna be
I'll
bringing up
never,
Oreo later on.
I will literally never sell out for anything Ohio State. I won't. I can't. On my conscience, I
It's not
can't.
just
The
Ohio
team
State, it's
sucks. The
the
school
whole
sucks.
it's college football league.
Did you
They're
hear about the
they're after
fucking
us.
the scandal that's coming up from Ohio State?
No.
They went through it's like a fucking Larry Nasser situation from Ohio
Oh,
State, but this
wow.
was like 20 or 30 years. I think it's on Max, maybe Paramount, but they're coming out with a doc, or they came out with a doc about it. But it was like 20 or 30 years where like the medical doctor had all the wrestling team and everything. Like they would come in for like a sprained ankle and they'd be like, well, we got to check for hernias. And they were doing some crazy shit. It makes complete sense. It checks out. It
Mm-hmm.
really does make
Mm-hmm.
sense for that organization. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest. But they got to learn to fucking lose. And the NCAA can just get fucked as a whole. That whole organization just needs to fucking die.
Yep.
Just needs to die.
Yeah. I
They're
mean,
terrible. They're terrible, man. The NCAA it's literally just a group of people. It's like an HOA.
it
It's
is.
like an
It's like
HOA
a
sports.
it's like
They're
an
fucking
HOA that
terrible.
has like the head of it is like the richest guy in the neighborhood's wife.
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah. Yeah,
Like
it's horrible. They destroy everything that's good. That and Roger Goodell. He's a dictator.
football really is just I mean, it's just dominated by dumb people. They just let dumb people get in it. high
It's
positions.
wild, dude. And they make so much money. Like Roger Goodell, I mean, is shitting money out of his ass, dude. It's, we the streaming shit with them, they gotta figure that crap out.
Oh
I
my
saw a
God.
projection the other day. It was like $1,500 or $1,600 if you'd want to watch every single game of
Mhm.
the season. Like,
That's why you
dude, come
pirate
the
them.
fuck on. We talked about me and Stin talked about this the other day, and we were saying like, I'd pay. I know it's another subscription, but if it was like 100 or maybe even $150 a month, but it was like an app. Okay, but on that app was every single sport: golf, basketball, football, hockey, baseball,
Mhm.
everything, every
Mhm.
sport that was live at whatever time you could
Mhm.
watch on that app. I would pay it. I
I
really
don't
would.
I don't know if I could justify 100. But see, this is the issue is like we went to the streaming platforms and the whole thing to get away from cable, and now they're just I can't say the word,
Well, it's
but they
because
are
it's
bending
because
us
they have
over.
too many. Like,
Yeah.
you want Sunday ticket, you got to have YouTube TV. Now
Hmm.
you're already paying over 100 right there, just so we're on
Yeah.
the same page for
No,
those
I
two
know.
things. Then you got to get Peacock for the Peacock games, and you got to have
Hmm.
Amazon for the Thursday night games, and you got to have Netflix for the Netflix games. It's like, dude, holy
Yeah.
fuck, man.
Yep.
Especially for like me, like at least we live in Michigan,
Hmm.
so like the Lions, you can watch them. But
Yep.
like I have to get the Sunday ticket, or I'm
Hmm.
not watching a Patriots game. Like I literally can't
That's
watch them.
Austin. That is why I pirate basically everything. I pirate watch Red Zone until the Lions are on. Then I usually watch them on the local channel, and then I go back to pirating Red Zone.
Red Zone's big. I am big just for fantasy. You got to
Yeah.
have Red
If
Zone.
I could just pay for Red Zone though, like let's say Red Zone only. Like I can't watch any of the other games unless if they're on Red Zone, $25 a month. I'd do it. I'd do it. Just the Red Zone. But then like the issue with like when you pay for Red Zone, if the games go over their allotted time, like then you got to go find that. It's just so hard to win. And it's every sport now. The PGA, you got to watch part of it on Disney. Then you got to watch part of it on Hulu. Then you got to watch part of it on ESPN. Then you got to watch part of it on Peacock. Then you got to watch part of it on fucking Fubo. And then you got to watch part of it
They
over here.
are all over
And
the
it's just
place
like,
too, man. They have like the
no,
Open or whatever, the
yeah.
fucking the U.S. Open. It was like it was Disney Plus or ESPN Plus, whatever.
Mhm.
Then Peacock makes its way into the conversation. Then it's NBC. It's like, dude, holy
Yeah.
fuck.
But it's
Yeah,
every sport.
I agree. I
It's
agree. They got to figure it out. They got to figure it out for sure. Because that's like I'm gonna pay it. Like I'm a sucker.
at a
I got to
certain
do,
point,
especially
like,
football.
where do we just go back to cable?
I hear you. But then if you
Because
get cable though, like here's my point.
I had
You
cable
can't
all,
get you can't get Sunday ticket on cable.
yeah,
You have to have YouTube TV. You
yeah.
literally have to. It's the only way to get Sunday
I
ticket
don't
now.
care about Sunday ticket really that much.
Well, it's the only way to watch all the games.
Yeah, but
Like all out of market games anyways.
yeah.
But
I
that doesn't
mean,
matter for you, so I
no.
grasp that.
Well, I mean that's when I just watch Red Zone. I don't care to watch
I get it, but
fucking.
sometimes I like to sit down. I like to watch my team play. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
I
I
get
like
that.
Red Zone. I gotta have Red Zone. I have Red Zone on the iPad or the laptop or something. But on the big screen,
Mhm.
I want the Patriots. I want to see what
Yeah.
they're doing.
There'll be some good football Sundays going on this year though. We're gonna get one
I
out
think
there
so
on the
too.
projector. We're gonna get in the hot tub. We're gonna be.
I'm excited. I'm so excited for football to come back, man.
So am
I'm so
I.
it's
Like,
like the coming of the times because it's like
mhm,
golf is dying. Right? I mean, we're only a couple months away
mhm.
and we literally won't be able to play anymore. But then football's there, so it's like it's such a quick like I'm sad. What are we
Oh my
gonna do
God.
on Sunday? I'll tell
There's
you what we're gonna
nothing
do. We're gonna
better
watch
than
football.
that fall golf day where you wake up, you do like the 7:30
You
tea
get a
time.
couple. We have like 2 or 3 weeks where we get
Yeah.
to do that.
You get the
Yeah.
7:30 tea time, you're back home
Yep.
by 12. You're
Yep.
sitting there. NFL's getting fired up.
Yeah. Yeah. There's literally few things better than being able to golf in the
You got the
morning
buffalo
and then
chicken dip
football
in
for
the
the rest of
crock
the day.
pot. I mean, it's just, what a great time.
I'm excited. I'm fired up. I have
Me
so
too.
much to be excited about. Your team's good. My team's going to be phenomenal this year. Logan's team sucks. I mean, we have nothing
Yeah.
but good times coming.
But anyways, all I'm gonna hear about is Amon-Ra St. Brown and how he kisses boys or something.
He can go
He's a
fuck
guy.
himself.
Kiss Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Stretch.
I mean, if it guaranteed a win of the game, I
A
mean,
win
they
of a
did.
game? A win of a game? I don't know.
If it
Guaranteed a
could
Super Bowl?
a game, I'd kiss him for a game. I'm kissing him, Austin. I might suck his dick for a Super Bowl. I might suck the whole
I
team's
mean,
dick. I might get on my fucking knees.
I'm not at that point because I have six of them. But I
Watch
get it
another
for
one.
you. For you, yeah, I absolutely would. I absolutely would.
I know at least five guys that would get on their knees and suck every player's dick on that fucking team just to watch one Super Bowl.
I mean, you can look at the entire state of Texas would probably do that for Dallas.
Yeah, probably. It's no
Ah.
homo if you get a Super Bowl out of them.
Fair. Fair. It's 2025, it's supposed to be accepting.
Okay, so this is gonna sound crazy, but I was watching a random podcast that popped up on YouTube the other day, and it was a guy he had done gay porn. I don't think he was like a star or anything like that, but he was like, "You don't understand the amount of money I made." He's like, "Yeah, he said it was north of like 500,000, like just in like the two
Yeah.
years that he did it." And he's like, I made like 15 videos. And he's like, you're telling me that you wouldn't take it up the ass for $500,000? I was just like, and I was sitting there and I was like, I mean, I am sitting at my desk right now, plugging away numbers
It's always a great
for a
game,
lot less.
for almost anything that you can do,
Hmm.
like anything you want to bring up, like how much would it take? And the funny thing is, I've learned with playing that game so much with like all of us, is like whatever I say, like, would you do XYZ for this much money? Whatever number you give me, I can automatically cut that in half. I really can.
Oh my
Like
God,
if
that's
you
like,
said 5 grand, I'm like, so you tell me if I put 2,500 cash in front of your face, you're
yeah.
like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna do it,
Remember that one time at Burger King where they made the slop or whatever, and they were like, we'll give you all the money in our pockets. And I was like, put it on the table. And
I
it
do
was like
remember that. Yeah.
$23, and I ate the slop.
Uh,
And then they were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, 23 bucks to eat a little slop? I mean, I was poor. I was very poor then. I don't think I'd be eating the slop now.
I know, but we've got so much food,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
We used to
why
like
can't I still do
Arby's,
that?
Subway, man. I don't know how we can't. I don't get it either because we used to fuck shit up.
You brought up Subway.
Subway's got to be loving the Happy Gilmore 2 coming out,
They got a
you know.
meal. They got a meal
I'm
out right
aware
now.
they're going to be pushing that like crazy. Did you see Stin sent it to me that they're selling, or maybe they're not selling, but he sent it to me anyways. The fucking Odyssey made a putter, like a real actual putter, but it's like a Happy Gilmore hockey stick putter.
I did know that one of the bag companies, I don't know which one, was making a tuber bag that had the Subway logo on the side. So I'd like that. But anyways, Subway. Let's stay on the topic of Subway. So
Okay.
I forgot my lunch the other day and my freezer at home. So what do? Get on the apps. I'm looking, seeing what I want to get for lunch. I go, you know what? Subway's got the chicken teriyaki meal of the day. I like that sub, so I'm gonna get the 6 inch and run over there. Should be bada bing, bada boom. I get into the Subway. We have got a line that is very long, very long. But I ordered it on the app, so I just sit down. I'm like waiting for my sub to be up. And then was I there 9 minutes before the thing quoted me? Yeah. The line finally dies down like 6 minutes after my sub was supposed to be done. Well, then I realized that both the workers just disappear after the line goes on. But I watched them pump out a couple of online orders, and I was like, huh, where the fuck is my sub at? So then I start freaking out like I ordered it to the wrong Subway. Because let's be honest, I've done that once or twice. And but I gotta back the story up. Sorry, everybody, I'm gonna be a bad storyteller real quick. As I'm sitting there, a quite tall black man and a quite a bit shorter black man who were some sort of sales, I would assume, because they had like iPads and they were in like they weren't in a suit, but they were in like a very sales type outfit for whatever company they were with. And the iPad was like strapped to him, like a satchel almost. Anyways, that's beside the point too. He just turns and looks at the other guy and he just goes, yeah, she just wasted those fucking subs because of her attitude. And I was just like, whoa, 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 what's going on in here? And this is a large white woman that is making the subs. But then at the same time, we've got the other Subway worker. He's got the Beats headphones on, and he's just like, he's not paying attention at all. So she's getting frustrated with him. She's then giving attitude to the customers. It's a whole thing. It's a whole ordeal going on in the Subway. And you can feel the tension in there. Like if I had a knife, I could have cut it. And so, I mean, it was just a bit, that was bad taste in my mouth already, tasted caca. But then once the line finally dies down and I'm sitting there waiting for my food, she just disappears. He disappears. He finally comes back around the corner and I go, hey, I'm waiting for my sub. It said it was going to be ready about 15 minutes ago. And he goes, yeah, I don't have your order. So I showed him my phone and he goes, let me look at the address because that's what they always give you. Let me look at the address. And I'm not going to lie, I've been wrong once or twice. And he looks at it and he goes, nope, that's us. And I go, goddamn right it is. You're wrong. I'm right. So he's like, he doesn't know what to do. So he goes and gets the woman. I'm going to guess she was the manager or at least like the senior employee. And so then she's like, let me see the address. I show her. Okay, it's the right address. So she's like, well, you need to make his sub. So they start making it. And I'm not really paying attention as he's making it because I'm kind of playing on my phone. I'm irritated. I'm trying not to have the freak out. I'm trying not to be Karen. And so I'm not paying attention. He makes my sub completely wrong. Wrong bread, wrong chicken, no toppings, horrible. So it's just all around a very, very bad experience. But she's trying to make up with it. So instead of giving me like the small cup that I was supposed to give, gives me a large cup. And then he starts asking me about cookies, and I go, I didn't order cookies, I ordered chips because I wanted the garden salsa sun chips. And he then is like, no, 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 we're gonna give you a free cookie. I'm like, oh, free cookie for fucking up. I'm like, oh, all right, I got a cookie. So I go, give me a raspberry cheesecake. He throws one in the bag, hands me the stuff. I walk out. I get back to work, sit at my desk, go to eat the sub, realize that's fucked up. Go to take a bite of the cookie. Cookie is rock solid. I could have played hockey with it. It was not good. Not good. So, I mean, it was just a bad experience. I was very upset. I was very upset. And it just comes back to like the customers just like they just don't care about customers anymore. And so I figured out what happened. She yelled at him while I was in there actually. He had saw my ticket and he never pulled it out of the printer and then he just stabbed it as if it was done. So it was 100% his fault. So it was just a rough day for me.
You know
I
what
just
that story taught me? That story taught me that one of the hardest things I feel like for you and I to have a podcast together is the fact that everybody that we're around, like the problem with me in my life, let me
Okay, I
restart.
know exactly what you're going to say right now, and I said it to my coworkers. I just wish that I could do something without it being a whole ordeal, because everything I
It's
do
not what
is
I
a
was going to
very
say at
large
all, but yeah,
ordeal.
I'm with you.
Oh, okay.
I'm with you. I'm
Because
with you though. I agree with that.
everybody's got to think I'm a liar at a certain point.
No, I agree with what you're saying because the problem is it's like it comes to a point where there's so many times I like surprise myself with like something that I'm expecting to be like a horrifically bad process, and
Mhm.
then it's like holy fuck! Like I remember when I got my new phone, and I was like, I'm just dreading it because I'm like, I'm gonna get the phone, I'm gonna transfer everything, blah blah blah, and it was like 5 minutes, boom, done. I was amazed, but
Mhm.
it's every little itty bitty thing that
Mhm.
like should be easy, that
Mhm.
just should go smoothly. It is a fucking shit show. But what I was gonna say
It's
is.
always compounding interest. It's always
It
one
is
thing goes
literally
wrong, and
always.
then it just
Yep.
compounds from there.
Yep, I agree. Is that the problem that I have in my daily life is that I talk to most people the way that I speak with you. And I'm not talking about on the podcast, not when it's me and you. And the problem
Mhm.
is that most of the world, I realize, just can't do that. You know, like people hate when you and I are in a room talking to
Mhm.
each other because like we only get like two or three words out, and then the
Mhm.
next person starts going, and then I start going, and then you start going because we already know the conversation. Like we can already know how it's going to
Mhm.
end. Like you only need to say a couple things, and I'm already there, so I just start, and then you start and like
Mhm.
they hate it. They're like, why do you keep interrupting each other? It's like we've had a full conversation right now.
Mhm.
Not neither one of us is confused.
No,
We both know what's going on. We know
no.
what's happening. But your
How many
fucking
times
brains
have you
just don't
called me,
work
said
like
two
that.
words, I've responded, and then that's the end of the phone call?
Because like people just, I don't know. It's like maybe just because we've been around each other for so long, but it's like, I almost feel like I can just do that with most people. Like when you
Mhm.
start talking, when anybody, I say you as anybody starts
Mhm.
talking, it's like I already know what you're gonna say. Like I know the end of the sentence, so it's like let's just bypass that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I have a hard time like, just fuck. It's like let's get it dancing, let's get it going. Especially old people, like they gotta get. I was at a
I can be a bad storyteller sometimes, and I can draw them out. But sometimes I feel like you need some of the information that I'm
yeah.
giving
Well, you
you.
talk bigger than you
I'm a
bigger than you get
weaver.
there, and
I'm
you
a
bring it
basket
back.
weaver.
You
I took a
yes, you
couple
do. You weave.
underwater. I took a couple underwater basket weave classes in
Yes,
college.
you weave the story, which is fine.
Yeah,
It's all good because it all comes together.
yeah, yeah. But it was just a bad experience. And the problem is like I know with the apps that it's like 30% of the time I'm disappointed with the outcome of it. Because like last night I was starving. My wife was at her parents' house. I came home. I started working. I was doing shit downstairs. I was doing shit outside. And then by the time it was 10:30, I was starving. She was like, "I'll just run up to McDonald's." She had me mobile order it. And then she calls me and she's like, "They're out of Big Mac sauce." How the fuck are they out of Big Mac sauce? Yeah.
What?
So then they put ketchup and or they put ketchup and mayonnaise on it. Not good. Not good.
That's a
Anyways,
wild fucking thing. That's like
yeah,
B dogs being out of hot dogs.
yeah.
Not
That's
out of
exactly
hot
what I
dogs.
said.
What are we
It's like, how the
fucking out
fuck
of
does a
Big Mac
McDonald's
sauce?
run out of Big Mac sauce?
Fuck that thing. Somebody was lazy. That's what
Yeah,
that means.
somebody fucked up there. And yeah, I don't. It was just you know, I love the apps because like it's how you get the best deal. And then when it runs smooth, when it runs like it's supposed to, it is just so nice. And McDonald's is 95% of the time accurate with the apps.
I got a real hard time with like Taco Bell and shit, and McDonald's, I guess, to a degree, who does that. Taco Bell is the real hard one because a lot of them, first of all, I don't know when Taco Bell just decided that every single location is the exact same now. They all, like, you walk into a Taco Bell now, at least like the 7 or 8 different ones that I go to, you couldn't convince me which one I'm in. They're like, I mean,
Hmm.
the way the chairs are, the tables,
Hmm.
everything, fucking identical. Like,
Yeah.
they're all the same. But most of them have like that shelf. It's like that
Hmm.
shelf that's
Hmm.
there, and then they just put the food up on it for like the mobile orders or the
Hmm.
DoorDash.
Hmm.
I 1000%, if I wanted to, I could just walk in,
Yeah.
grab
Grab
whatever
that.
bag I wanted, and
Yeah.
leave.
It's happened to
There
me
is
a few times.
zero like, is this the right person?
Hmm.
Is this? Are you sure your name's Austin? There's
Hmm.
none of that shit. They just put it up there and leave. Even like when
Hmm.
you order food while you're in a Taco Bell at this point. Like if I order food, you do on like the little, screen or whatever,
Hmm.
they'll just throw it on the fucking table and then they just
Hmm.
walk away. Literally anybody could just walk up and grab that shit, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's it.
There's been a couple of times I saw some guys walk in and they're like looking around at the bags. I
Hmm.
almost wonder if they're like reading the receipts because they're
Hmm.
spending a lot of time, not just like
Hmm.
looking at where's my name. They're
Hmm.
spending like they're reading the receipts, like what
Hmm.
food's in each one, and then
Yeah.
they just grab a big bag. I'm like, I don't know about
It's
that.
happened to me twice
I don't know
now where
about that.
somebody stole my food. One time at Central Park Deli and one time at a Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, that's wild to me that they do
Yeah.
that. I get it because it's like quick and easy
Yeah.
for them, but
The one time it happened to me at the deli though, like she recognized it and I was like, "Hey, like she like saw me come in because I order there like maybe once a month. Every Friday I go out and get my lunch and I walked in and she was like, "Name?" And I was like, "Zachary." And she like kind of like looked at the counter. She's like, "I'm not seeing that, but I know we made that order." And she's like looking around and she can't find that. And she goes, "I think what happened is somebody stole your food." So then she refunded me the money back for it and then she was like, "You still have to pay," but she only made me pay half price for my food.
I want my money back. I want my.
She gave me the food still.
Oh,
Like
okay.
she
Okay.
remade it. I got a bunch of free shit too. Like I got like a free brownie and they upgraded my salad. Like I got double chicken or something like that. Like they really went all out for me. Like they were really
Good.
like good on the customer service. So
That's
shout out
good.
to Central Park Deli for making that one right.
We don't
It
have a
was
lot of good delis.
no, we really don't. I only go there because they got good salads. They're big.
Fair.
Yeah, but you know they did pretty good. They did
Fair.
pretty good. Let's get after it. Ben Affleck movies.
Movies.
Affleck, not as in the insurance company with a goose. That's a crazy pull. I'm running around with a lightsaber right now.
Like, I like it. It's like one of those ballpoints that just writes really fucking good.
The G,
Yeah, but I don't even know what this is here.
maybe
It
it's
doesn't.
G.
This one doesn't tell me, but it is good. I like it. Dina Gabberry. You ever bored, want to call somebody? There you go. I got a number right there.
All
But
right,
yeah, Ben Affleck movies. We got the top three. We got the bottom three. Movies that we liked, movies that we did not like that involve Mr. Affleck.
Benny boy.
I believe that you went first last week, so do you want me to kick it
Yeah,
off
go.
right
Yeah,
now?
go ahead. You kick it off.
Okay, so we're gonna start on the bottom. Okay,
You can be our Jake
bottom.
Butt. You can kick it off for us.
First of all, Jake Butt's pretty good at what he does. Okay, was he a tight end?
I thought he was a kicker.
Almost 1,000% confident Jake Butt was a tight end. He got drafted by the Denver Broncos, but he tore his ACL and he played in one of the bowl games before he got drafted and tore his ACL. I'm almost 1,000%. We got to pause that because I got to look
He
that up
was a
right
tight
now.
end. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of Jake Bates,
you are thinking of Jake
the place
Bates.
kicker for the
Yes,
Detroit
Lions. Yeah,
Lions. I don't
Detroit
know
Tigers. Yeah,
why. Yeah,
you're all over the place.
Detroit Tigers are on my mind right now. They're doing very
Here's the
well.
deal. Bottom three movies I don't like. Now you know I'll describe it as I'm going here, but
Mhm,
there's one on the bottom, my number three. I just didn't like. I don't think it was a bad movie, but it
mhm,
wasn't for me. The other two I flat out do not like. Number three for me on the bottom. People will disagree. I think that this might be controversial. I'd love for people to comment what their fucking opinion is on this because I'm
mhm,
curious. I truly am curious to hear. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of kickback. That's not good. But number three for me, Jordan. Yeah, I have a bigger problem. It's weird because I actually like Ben Affleck in that movie. He plays Phil Knight, of course, and he wears a tracksuit and the glasses and the hair. Like he does a decent job at it. But I just did not like the movie. I don't like the fact that they don't show Michael Jordan once in the entire movie. I don't know if it was like a rights issue. They didn't have like the rights to show him or whatever. Or Michael didn't want to be a part of it. But it's like the whole fucking movie is about him and his
mhm,
shoe. Fucking show the guy. You know what I mean? That I didn't like. The movie was long. I wasn't a fan at all out of a Ben Affleck movie, which he has so many bangers. That's my
mhm.
number three on the bottom.
My number three on the bottom is might be a slight shocker. I don't hate the movie, but I definitely like it was not to its potential, and it's
Okay.
going to be a superhero movie. Flash.
Not where I thought you were going, but okay.
Yeah, Flash. I mean, it just
I don't know if I've watched it. Was Ben Affleck Flash?
he was Batman.
Okay. Gotcha. That makes sense.
But
That
he
makes
wasn't
sense.
in it. He wasn't in it a lot, but he was in it. You know, like he is the Batman of
Sure.
that time zone. Now it's
Yep.
Robert Pattinson, but
Yep.
whole nother story.
Yes. Good. Good.
It's not a double thumbs down. It's a little, it's one of those like in the middle movies, but it definitely leans more towards my bottom. Just
Good.
needs to step it up.
Listen, I'll fall right in line with that
Mhm.
because mine's a superhero movie
Okay.
at my number two on the bottom, and that's Daredevil.
Wow, number two on the bottom, huh? You didn't
Yeah,
like Dare?
it's no, I love Daredevil. Okay. But like, I think my problem was I watched it out of sync.
Mhm,
When I watched that movie with him, I'm thinking of Ben Affleck as Batman.
mhm.
Like that was at that time in my childhood, that was Batman, right? Him and Christian Bale, right? That was
Okay,
like
so I think you're wrong right here because he wasn't Batman until we were like 15 or 16.
that's okay. That's my point though, is that when I watched Flash was after I watched
Flash
Ben
or
Affleck
Daredevil?
as my apologies. After I watched Daredevil, right? I already watched Ben Affleck as Batman. Like I
Oh,
got
okay.
done with Ben
Okay.
Affleck as Batman, is what I'm saying, in that time zone. And
Mhm.
then I watched that Daredevil
Okay.
movie
I was
and
just
it fucked
confused
me.
because
You're
Daredevil
good.
was like 2003 and
Yeah,
then That
way before I
okay. I
grasped
get what
that.
you're
But
saying though. I get what you're
when I
saying.
watched it, my brain was just fresh with him being Batman,
Mm-hmm.
and then the movie was not great in my opinion.
I
And I
you know.
love Daredevil. I love the story of Daredevil. There's a lot of good Daredevil movies, but that one again, I think it's mainly because of the time frame that I was in. Like we
Mm-hmm.
just finished up with Ben Affleck,
Mm-hmm.
Batman kicking ass, doing his thing, and I'm like, that's how I see. It's like The Rock,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you
Yeah.
see him in that role, and then he's Daredevil, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't know.
Definitely very different times in his life. He wasn't as muscular, he was more
Yeah,
of like the in shape back. He was
yeah,
more
he was
like the
very,
cut.
very
He was
thin.
very
Yep,
cut.
very thin. And it's
Um,
weird too, again, because I think he played the role well. Like he plays
mhm,
that role well,
mhm.
but it's just again, it's like he was Batman to me and in that situation. So yeah,
Man,
Daredevil at number two.
I'm going. I'm going to stay on this train, and my number two is going to be another superhero movie. That's going to be Justice League. And now I'm not talking the Zack Schneider cut. I'm talking that dog shit they released in theaters, that old dog poo poo caca, if you will. It was just not good. Because Zack Schneider's daughter had died like halfway through the filming of it. Then they brought in the new director, and I mean, it was just a horrible movie. And they made Batman just a fucking bitch in it.
Yeah,
He's
you're
just
right about
crying
the
the entire time.
DC.
He's just like, "Oh, where's Superman? We need Superman."
Yeah, yeah. Who played Batman in Batman vs Superman? Was that
That
Ben
was Ben
Affleck?
Affleck.
I thought that was a good movie. That movie got a lot of hate, but I thought it was a good movie. I like that number two for you. I do. Number three for me, we'll get off the DC track. Obviously, we'll go back to Ben Affleck. Older movie. One that I think that you would like, actually.
Mhm,
I feel like you would enjoy this movie. I did not like it at all. This wasn't easy for me to pick bad movies for him, right? It's just more
mhm.
of like movies I don't like that he was in.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
This one falls into my opinion of a bad movie. Okay, and that's Surviving Christmas.
Oh,
Now,
I ever
I don't know if
watched
you've
that?
ever seen it.
Mm,
So he's extremely wealthy. He's like very, very rich, but he has like no family, no kids, no wife, nothing, no friends really. And he's like very nostalgic when Christmas is going on. So he goes back home and like where his childhood house was, there's like a family that lives there. He pays this family to like pretend to be his parents, and then they like have Christmas. Just the whole storyline, dude, was it
mm,
was one of those ones I was like, I'm thinking like Four Christmases. I'm thinking, like that kind of shit. I'm thinking Christmas with the Franks. It
mhm,
just wasn't good. Like the
mm,
movie itself was shit, as in like
mm,
the like snow effects and shit, and it was so unbelievably
mhm.
fake. It was laughable.
Oh.
Like you could literally tell it was like white
Did you
carpet.
say the name?
Like put up Surviving Christmas.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, you should. I think you might enjoy it. It's a movie that I think you'll get, but for some reason, the storyline just was not good. It's also tough when you watch a movie that's that old today when
Mhm,
like you're not in that, you know what I mean? Because back
mhm.
then, maybe the effects were okay.
Yeah.
Just like the snow was bad. And then it's like snowing when he's talking to a girl outside, but
Mhm,
like there's like a 12 by 12 spot with there's like no snow. It's just like very obvious shit like
yeah.
that. The storyline was bad. The acting was bad. I didn't like it at all.
So a lot of people are gonna probably get a little upset at my number one on the bottom because it is a good movie. It was just a very hard movie for me to watch, and I don't think I've ever finished. I've only ever tried to watch once. Gone Girl.
I don't know if I've seen it.
It's yeah, like I couldn't even like describe it to you. I will read the synopsis online of it because it's like I just remember it being like very
I remember the movie coming out.
gone
Is that the one where his daughter goes missing?
girl. I believe so. It's like a 2014 film. In Carthage, Mo, former New York-based writer Nick Dunnage, and his glorious wife Amy present a portrait of a I don't know what the why is this so long? Okay, Amy goes missing on the couple's fifth wedding anniversary. Nick becomes a prime suspect, resulting in the police pressure and media frenzies. I just remember it being like very sad. Like I remember it just being like
Hmm,
extremely depressing, and I didn't finish it. Now I
yeah,
think now that I'm older, I could because I watched it when I was like 14 or 15. I
sure.
remember just being like, this is boring, this is stupid.
Hmm.
It's got a good rating. Like I should go back and rewatch it, but it's gonna stay in my bottom ones just because it's one of those movies like I never finished. I'm not saying I wouldn't be willing to give it another try.
We're big movie people, so I mean, if we
Yeah.
stop a movie halfway
Hmm.
through, not because like we fell asleep, but because we're like this isn't going
Hmm.
anywhere, it's not a good movie.
Yeah, I just remember that being very sad, and I was like, I do not want to watch it.
Well, we'll get into the top now. Good movies. This
Hmm.
was tough,
This
tough
was
because I
very
can
tough.
think of like six that I really would put in my top, and they
Yeah, me
can
too.
really be
Yeah.
interchangeable.
The issue with me is I try to go with movies that he had a larger role in. There's a lot of movies I
Fair,
love, and
fair.
he's just in it. He's not a large role.
Fair. Yeah, it was really hard. Even right before the podcast, we were talking. I had a hard time listing them. Like, I know what is my top three, but picking where they go was tough for me. So I just went with my heart. I went with what I think was the best. Number three for me, older movie, just a classic, Pearl Harbor.
Man, good film.
Very good movie. One of those ones where again he was serious but still a little funny. Great
Mm,
film. I liked him in that role of his life when
mm,
he was younger, still getting into everything.
mm,
And it's just an unbelievable movie.
mm.
So.
All right.
Pearl Harbor.
My number three, we're going back to Marvel, or back to the superhero movies at least.
Okay.
And you're going to disagree with this one, obviously, because it's
Okay.
Daredevil.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
remember
Fair.
I was 3 when the movie came out, so I grew
Yeah.
up, that movie was out as a superhero movie.
Sure. Yeah. Again, I think that it's a good movie. I need to
Mm.
rewatch it again now, to be honest,
Yeah, you need to
because
rewatch it.
I think it was a good movie, and I said that.
I
I
wonder if
had
it's on
such a
Disney
hard
Plus.
time with it. I guarantee it is. I just had such a hard time with it because of when I chose to. Like, I watched that in like 15, 16, like 2015, 2016, right? So again, my brain was very much so just in a different time frame for that.
Yeah.
But again, I liked him in that role, so
I
I
believe that
respect the
like
pick.
Elektra was in that one, if I remember
I
correctly.
believe you're right on that. Yeah.
Yeah. And we were actually talking about this movie at work today. Yes, Jennifer Gardner is in that one.
Yes.
But it is on Disney Plus. We're talking about that at work today, and it was very surprising that they didn't bring him on in the Deadpool versus Wolverine movie to play Daredevil because they brought back all those old characters. Like, they brought back,
Who did they bring back to play Daredevil?
they didn't have him in that movie. They had Elektra, but it
See,
was Jennifer Garner playing Elektra. There was Blade, there was Gambit. Then like they brought back Chris Evans, but he wasn't Captain America. He was the Human Torch, like he was in Fantastic Four.
yeah,
It was just a very good movie.
there's like superhero movies, not to get off track of the TB3, but real quickly, there's superhero movies, there's like your guys that Robert Downey Jr., Iron
Iron
Man,
Man,
right? Hugh Jackman, Wolverine.
Wolverine,
There's certain guys, Chris Evans, I would say Captain
Captain
America. He did
America.
do that little role of, the
Hmm.
flame, but whatever, Captain America. And then you got your guys, fucking what's his face? Bruce Banner.
Oh,
Um,
Mark Ruffalo.
Thank you. Right. I think of those guys as that. But then you got those characters, Daredevil, for
Hmm.
instance. They just get fucking Deadpool, even. How many movies was Deadpool not in, but was like a part of that had so many? I remember Ryan Reynolds has
Hmm.
fucking gone the ringer in Marvel. Like
Yeah,
fucking Green Lantern.
he-
I'm aware. I'm just saying
yeah.
it's superhero movies.
So you're gonna say the X-Men thing? He technically was Deadpool in that movie.
Yeah,
So
but they didn't like really call him Deadpool, but he was Deadpool,
he was the Deadpool. It was
Yeah.
just there's like a whole
Yeah.
thing like that.
They're
But that
bouncing around
but
too
that
much with
that
that
was the
shit.
problem was is like back in the early 2000s they were just making the movies and then like obviously like the Disney buyout and like they bought Fox and then all their
Yeah.
rights issues
But
and
a
all that
lot
shit.
of those guys you
But
can
they're even.
I'm waiting to see like because at some point in our life they're gonna start redoing the fucking Iron Man
Oh yeah,
movies. I cannot imagine anybody in the world in
Heart and
Iron
they've
Man.
already done it and it's not Iron Man now it's Iron Heart and it's a woman.
I'm gonna just fucking bypass that because have had a couple
Yeah.
cervezas and I'm gonna go on a tangent. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that
Yeah.
alone for right
So
now. Go back to the
so right now
TB3.
Marvel is in what I think they call like their phase 3 or phase 4 and is what's happening is like they are following the comics because like in the comics Iron Man does die and then Ironheart becomes a thing. Like they're doing a whole thing. It's just not the same and they're doing the cash grab. They're doing the Jurassic World, the Jurassic Park thing, they're just
Fast and Furious.
yeah, they're just cash grabbing now. And it's
Yeah,
like
that's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. And then really quickly, and then I'll get back because I got to get it
mm,
out of me. Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom can get fucked. That is
I
a
think that's gonna be no,
horrible
I think
decision
that's
for
gonna be
them,
a
dude. You
because
can't do that, man. It's
well,
too fresh. We
listen,
just got done with
you're
him as Iron Man.
you're just too far out of the loop of what's happening in Marvel right now because
I grasp
right now
that.
they're in the multiverse, and so I think they're going to do something very very good with that because like Doctor Strange tied into multiverse, it's a whole thing,
Whatever.
and you're just
Whatever.
missing a lot of the back contact to
I
it.
could be. I never even watched Endgame, so we'll leave it
Yeah, I
alone.
know.
We'll go back to the TB3 now. That was a long tangent. That's my fault. I apologize.
Are
My
you
number
doing your
two.
number two? Okay.
Yes, number two for me. Now, again, one and two here can definitely be interchanged. I'm
Hmm.
pretty confident with one being where it is, though. So I'll go number two, The Accountant.
Wow, number two.
Love that fucking movie from him. They just came out with the second one.
I
One of
didn't
those
watch it
ones
yet.
that, well, I fucked up. And again, I was doing the whole work thing. I'm on my phone. I watched half it. I need to sit down and watch it. I love his brother that's in it now, too, and everything. So I'm very excited for the second one.
Hmm.
But the first one was great. I mean,
Yeah,
great.
first one was
Fucking
good.
autistic, slow, kick fucking. That was like a very slow, extremely action-packed movie, if that
Hmm.
makes sense.
Yeah, it was.
Like it had a lot of action, a lot of
Hmm.
killing, but it was very slow, good storyline. I loved all that. So The
Yeah,
Accountant number two.
good film. My number two is actually going to be the old Batman versus Superman. I felt like he played a good Batman in that role.
Yep,
I felt like he was a very good Batman then. Like when
I
he's
agree.
getting jacked and
Yep.
he's got the kryptonite staff, like
Yep.
the whole thing of that, very
Him,
good.
his body, his face, his
Yes.
acting, he fits
Yes, he
Batman. I
fit
think
that Bat.
I'm not saying he's the best Batman. I'm not saying that, but I'm
Mhm.
saying I think him, it's hard. I don't know. I'm going to say it without saying it, but I think he was the best role for Batman.
For
Not saying
that
he
type of
played the best
Batman.
Batman, but yes, that Batman. Because I mean, what
Yeah.
do you, I'm not talking about the old fucks either with
Mhm.
the fucking, whatever. So I'm talking the Christian Bale, fucking Ben
Yeah.
Affleck, and Robert Pattinson or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah. No, for
He
that type
played a
of
good
Batman,
Batman.
for those
Yep.
movies that they were making, he
Yep.
was the best Batman.
I agree. I agree. Okay.
Right.
I like that out of you. Good pick. That movie gets a lot of hate,
Hmm.
but I actually
Well,
thought
they're
it
all
was a
like
good movie
Batman would
too.
never beat up Superman and da 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 da.
Well, I would say we
Yeah.
watched it. We literally watched
Mhm.
it happen. So it's like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah. And you saw the reason why he did it.
Yes, absolutely. Number one for me, you should understand this because I talk about it all the time. Great movie. Just rewatched it again the other day, actually, believe it or not. But The Town.
Good film.
Unbelievable. That's like, that is approaching like top 15, top 10 movie of mine of all time. I
I could
don't know
rewatch that
why.
movie.
It's a great fucking movie. I love the Boston,
Mhm.
I love the accents. I love the Boston. I like the storyline of it. Great
God,
storyline,
2010.
great friends, all that. Great fucking movie. That's
Is that
probably,
Netflix
not
right now?
probably. Yeah, yep.
Wow.
That's
I'm
my
definitely gonna have to give that one a gander
that's my
here
number
shortly.
one Ben Affleck movie.
That movie is actually what they based Den of Thieves off of, and then Den of Thieves sucked.
Yeah, it was just so slow. And then
That,
they made the second one, which
yeah.
was fucking awful,
Never
dude.
even tried it. I
Yeah,
remember going and trying to watch that
bad.
one in theaters, and I don't know if Dewey came with us to that one or not. And we're all
The
like
first one?
pumped. Yeah,
Yeah, he did. It was me, you, and Dewey.
we were all pumped to go see it, and it was just horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
and
other
wasn't there
white
like
guy,
some
the
MMA
British
fighters in it
fuck.
too?
There was a bunch. You had Cowboy Cerrone,
Yeah,
Max Holloway. Yeah, movie sucked. Go on.
movie did suck. But anyways, yeah, Gerald Butler was in it.
Yep.
50 Cent, Pablo
Yes.
Shearer. Man, I mean there was a lot of good characters in it.
Yeah.
It just horrible movie, horrible acting. Michael Bisping was in it.
Yes.
Wow. I mean they had a solid cast there and they just dropped the ball.
I agree.
My number one is going to be The Accountant. And I'm not saying that because I'm an accountant. I'm just saying it because it was a good film.
I respect it. That's
Yeah.
a 1A, 1B for me. I
Uh,
like them both.
Honorable mention, Good Will Hunting. The only reason I couldn't put him in the top three is because he didn't have a large enough role in it. It's
I
a Matt
about it
Damon
with you
movie.
too, and that's where I left it out too.
Mm,
Honorable mention for me is Argo. Very good. I love that storyline. They
mm,
bring him in. He's pretending to be a film crew guy, kicks ass, all
mm-hmm.
that. I love that movie. That's a good film too.
Yeah.
Not good enough to be in the top three, but good movie. Probably a 5 or 6 spot for that. Good Will Hunting's right there too, but I would have had that at number one just because it's an unbelievable fucking
I
movie.
mean,
But I
yeah.
thought about what you said
See,
about he's not really in.
that's if we go all-time movies, Good Will Hunting's up on the top three for me.
Shawshank
It's
Redemption, Good Will
yeah,
Hunting. Yes,
very very hard for me to not put that one in the top three. See, I
I
feel like
agree.
if we ever did all-time movies, we'd have to do a TB5. Like I can tell you
Yeah,
what's in the
it'd
bottom.
be
Holmes and
tough.
Watson,
That movie does fucking. I
Den
can
of
tell you what
Thieves,
my number one would be.
probably a
That
movie
isn't
I like.
bad. It is a movie you like. It's a
The
movie you
Hateful
and a
Eight.
lot of people like. Yeah, that movie can get.
I think you need
That
to give that
movie.
movie another chance.
I just can't, dude. I have such a prejudice against it. I fucking hate that movie. I watch Holmes and Watson twice before I
You
watch
gotta
fucking
give
that
that one
movie.
another chance. That's such a good movie.
I don't know. I'll try it. I hate that fucking movie with my heart.
I don't know why. I don't know what
I
that
don't
movie did
either.
to you.
Like The Ridiculous Six, good film.
I never watched
Kills
it.
it. See, that's a good film. That's Adam Sandler. He kills the guy with a carrot.
With a carrot?
It's like a com. It's
Mm,
like a spoof, stupid one. We've done Adam Sandler, have we not?
I feel like we have.
I think I'll go back and look. If we haven't, that's got to be next week because I could spit some. Adam Sandler is like the perfect actor for a TB3 because
Yeah.
he's got fucking bangers and then he's
Mm,
got some misses. He's got some
Jack and Jill.
yeah, he's got
Yeah.
some misses.
I could rap that one without even fucking trying.
I really could. I could right off the top of my dome.
Yeah.
His Netflix deal was like $600 million, like
Hmm.
just to make movies.
Yeah.
Like fuck, dude.
But
Good
that
for
produced
him.
us The Cobbler, and that was a good film.
Cobbler's great. Oh, what's the movie with him? Serious role.
Uncut Gems.
Thank you.
Do
Unbelievable
you know he
movie.
was wearing like $3 million worth of actual
It
jewelry?
would
It's
be
like
really. I'm not gonna lie. I lied. His bottom would be easy. Top would be fucking hard for
top
him,
would be
dude.
hard. Top would be hard.
He's got so because how do you compare like Waterboy and Uncut Gems? Billy Madison, Uncut Gems.
Well,
Hustle.
Uncut
Hustle was
Gems
a great movie.
was like the only one that he got to do it like that. The Week of was a good movie. I had Lauren watching that the other day, and she's like, "This is a pretty good
That's a
movie."
not good movie.
Yeah,
That's a not good movie. I
that's
watched
one
it
of
the
the.
other day too,
That's like a
honestly.
low budget movie though.
It is. It is. He's like right on the verge of being Adam Sandler in that movie.
Hmm.
Meaning like the way he talks and his mannerisms is like he's gonna go full shimmy, but then he like keeps it in.
I don't like it when he plays a retard, other than Waterboy.
He plays it so well though.
And Waterboy, he does.
Billy Madison.
I mean, he's just not
He's not
really
a
a
retard,
retard
but
in that
he's
movie. He's
fucking. I
dumb in that
mean,
one.
okay,
But
fair.
like, Hubie Halloween, like it's just not good. It's
That
just not.
movie, that
What
movie's
age
bad.
did you stop trick or treating?
Early.
I think it was like 10 or 11. No, I was like 12 probably. I was like
I was
11 or
early.
12.
I feel like 9.
I feel like the last time I went was my brother's first Halloween. It was
You had
just because
younger
like,
siblings too.
well, I was just like really walking with them. Like I wasn't really trick or treating. They were more doing the trick or treating, and I was just kind of there. And I also just had a bag. The time I
Very
was
early on that
by
I
the
can
time I was
wait until the day
13,
after and buy the candy.
I was at least 12 probably when I stopped trick or treating because I remember I sat in a rocking chair and I was like dressed up in this jester costume. And I sat there like very still, and then people would like walk up and I had like a big bucket of candy, and I'd like scream like only one, and like they would be
See,
like, "Oh
I
shit!"
love trick or treating at my dad's because like our subdivision, or not subdivision, but like, that whatever where, my dad's house
Mhm.
was like there wasn't a lot of houses, but because of that, every house was like stupid. Like you want to talk
Mhm.
about king size candy bars, they give you like 3 or 4 king size. So like out of the small group, I would get such a better like quality,
Trick or
good
treating, they
shit.
really gyp the kids on trick or treating nowadays because I
Oh,
feel like
it's
we used to
horse
start
shit.
at like 5:30 or 6, and we would go until it was dark. And
Well,
if the porch light was on, we still knocked on that door.
it's all because
They're
of all
like,
the bags. Everybody just buys like a big bag of like the
mm,
mini candies, right? And then they just hand
mhm.
them out. It's like,
I
I
don't know.
don't know.
I just feel like we went for hours, and now they're
I
like,
remember going for a long time.
yeah, now they're like, just
Well, then they do like the trunk or treats and like the trick or treats at the
well,
churches.
yeah, that's
You
the
could
thing.
go through 30 minutes and you have a duffel bag full. And then it's just so bullshit. Like, even like when we're shopping and getting shit for like Xavier and them, to
Mm-hmm.
go, I hate it. I hate it because it's like, I was like, you pick a fucking outfit, you pick a suit, you wear it, and you bring a goddamn pillowcase.
Mm-hmm.
What is this
Mm-hmm.
all about? How now you got to have some fucking bucket that's got the design that. Grab a pillowcase. What happened to
Yeah.
that? And it's because people ruin it. Like last year, I went with Xavier. Okay, and we're out trick or treating and shit, doing our thing. And Grayson just turned 1, or it was after she turned 1, so she was little, kind of in the cart thing. But I'm looking around, and there's like, you just asked how old I was. When I see somebody, okay, that's not with a younger sibling, that's not with the family, just with
Mm-hmm.
like a couple of friends,
Mm-hmm.
and they're 16 plus, fully dressed up trick or treating, you
Mm-hmm.
have a fucking problem.
Yeah.
That's worse to me than like Disney adults. Like you have a problem, you have an
Yeah.
issue.
I
What are
mean,
you doing at 16 years old wearing a costume trick or treating? I don't even care if you walk around in a costume because like you love Halloween, it's your favorite holiday. Go buy fucking candy.
yeah.
We got 6-year-olds and 5-year-olds and
Mm-hmm.
8-year-olds. Like that's their shit. They get to dress up and pretend to be this, that, and the other. It's
I'd have
longer
them
pretending.
come to my door at the old house, and I would just be like, I'd only give them like 2 pieces of candy. Be
I
like,
tell them to get fucked.
I never told them to get fucked. I mean, I
I
respect
would
it. They could be out doing a lot worse shit. They could be doing drugs.
go do drugs.
Go do drugs.
See, they always said like this is your brain on drugs. It's a fried egg, but like they didn't tell you about how much fun you were having. They left that part out of it. Like you'll find this out freshman year of college.
This is your brain. This is your brain on marijuana.
Talk about a horrible. They talk about how that DARE program was like one of the worst
Worst
things
things.
ever.
They're
Horrible,
like,
dude.
what is that? That's Kush. Well, what is Kush? Well, that'll get you high. And then they're like, well, what does the high do? It makes you want to like lay down. It makes you want to sleep real good. It makes you want to eat. People are like, huh, I wonder what that is. What's that? Oh, that's methamphetamine. Well, what does that do? Well, that'll make you want to get up and work. Well, what's that? That's cocaine. Cocaine will make you want to work really hard. And they're like,
It's
huh.
hilarious the world we live in. Like I love those Facebook things where it's like I just went to a dispensary and bought weed and then bought eggs from my neighbor at the corner of like their driveway. It's like I bought eggs on the street and weed in the store. It's like that's where we're at now. That's
Yeah.
2025
You
for
know
you.
what's funny is like I see all like these young kids, like they'll be say young kids, they're only a few years younger, but they'll be like getting out of their car and they just reek like weed. And I was like, back in the day, like you did not do that. Like ever do
You'd be
spraying cologne,
paranoid.
you were putting Axe on, you were walking around in the store and you were
Yeah,
like
I
they know
agree.
we're high, they're gonna call the cops. Like and
I
now
agree.
and now they just do it out in public. And then like my mom, bless her soul, she's here the other day and she's gonna smoke and she's like in my shed, like in the back corner of it smoking. And I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I just don't want
Like there's
anybody to know
shed in
I'm
the back
smoking.
of your lot.
No, the one under the house,
Okay.
but and I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, well, I'm gonna smoke it outside, but like I just don't want people to see me. And like I'm like, Mom, it's not 1995. Like
See a
that.
cigarette.
What kind of world are we living in now, though, where like smoking weed and smelling like weed is normal, but somebody smells like a cigarette and you look at him and you're like, oh, you fucking degenerate.
The better world. What it is,
Crazy,
it's the better world. A lot of
crazy.
stupid fucking people out there though.
Dude, cigarettes are expensive now, though. I was just
Ugh,
talking to my grandma about this. When
pricing
I was
everybody out of it.
smoking, like when I was smoking Camel Crushes, those were like under $6 a pack. When I was smoking Marlboro Menthols, those were like just over $6 a pack. And then when I was smoking Marlboro Reds, those were a little over 7. And then I was smoking Native Americans, and those were 8. And then I quit smoking. The other day, I saw Native American spirit, Native spirits were like $12 a pack. I mean, in just a few years, I mean, I haven't smoked since I was 22, so that's been 3 years. In just 3 years, those things have really jumped.
I want to know what happened to America. How do we go
Political
from
div
like
Political
literally
divide
having a
us.
fucking war and like dying for
Mhm.
like a tax on fucking tea to like now we just roll over and accept the fact that 50% of my paycheck is gone every time I get it.
Well, Austin, I can tell you what happened. War creates strongmen. Strongmen create easy times. Easy times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. Hard times create strongmen.
I'm just over it.
We're in a real. The issue is
You know what
like
I fucking hate even more
it's
too is
our
like
parents' generation that's fucking us. It really
those
is. Like,
motherfuckers piss me off because every time that we bitch or complain about anything, they're like, oh, because you're the first person to ever do it. Like, I'm not telling you that I'm the first person to do it, but the fact that you rolled over and accepted it
hmm,
does not, by any stretch of the imagination, mean that I have to roll
yeah.
over and accept it.
Well, the
Like,
issue is
regarding
you
everything.
had their parents' generation, and they were fighting against everything. They went to work every day, and then we got to like that millennial age, like, and that's our maybe not our parents, but that's like the
In
generation under our
between.
parents, and they're like
Yep.
the yeah, and
Yep.
they just like they sat down and accepted everything. They wanted the super socialist societies. They are the ones that created the problem. Now you have us coming up, and we're like, this shit is bullshit, and now we have to swing the pendulum back. And so like we will create a better society for like our kids, but we are growing up in some of the hardest times to grow up in. Like the average home price being like $260,000.
It's got to be
It's
higher than that.
the average, I think that's like the average buying price for people in our age group is like $260,000, right? Like, but we were also talking about this at work the other day. It's like people are also having kids a lot younger now, or a lot older now than they were then
It's
because
because
of
I can't
like the
fucking
fear.
afford it.
And well, yeah, that's the thing. Our grandparents were having kids at like 18, 19, 20, 21. Like their average age was like 20 and
What number
21.
did you say?
Or median house price for our age, it's like 260,000.
Yeah, it's 270. So yeah, you're right there.
Yeah.
So I guess yeah, still fucking outrageous. I mean,
Yeah. No, but
fucking
like
outrageous.
it's really hard like when my grandma says, "Well, Zachary, when we bought this house, it was at 13% interest."
Yeah,
So
you bought it for fucking
75,000,
my balls, dude. I hate them. They
Like
aggravate the
I
shit out
just
of me.
found out like what my parents spent on their house, and my parents' house. It's a nice house. It's got a lot of outdoor stuff. They got quite a bit of land, and it upsets me. I'm not gonna say it out there
Yeah.
for the world, but
Think
I
of
mean,
my dad's house. You know what he paid for that compared
mhm,
to what it sold for, compared to what now it would sell for.
yeah,
Fuck you, dude. Could you put
mhm,
drywall on the ceiling?
yeah, yeah. No, it's hard, hard.
Aggravates.
Yeah,
Tough
yeah,
world.
yeah. It's just a. Well, I mean, it'll all swing back. Everything always fixes itself. The 2008 housing bubble blew. Something bad will happen. The stock market will crash or something. And, it is crazy though to think about like what we've lived through in our time, like in our short time in the world, and like what our grandparents have lived through in the long time in this world. Like our grandparents like had like one good recession. We grew up throughout a war, had one really bad recession, then had another recession like 10 years later. Like that's the
Yeah.
craziest part to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but you know what? Nothing's gonna stop us because we'll get our
People want to
Starbucks and our
say
new
we're not in a
iPhone, and
recession right now. Well, we
we've been in a recession
100%.
for the last 5 years. I mean, a
Yeah. Like,
literal the definition is like a negative GDP for longer
mhm,
than 2 months. We were in that for over 4 years. So it's like
yeah. People like want to say like, well, yeah, no, it's really not that bad. Like, no, people are just like,
it's because it's like, dude, I'm telling you,
it's
it's a fucking
society.
simulation. It's a
Yeah.
simulation, It's
Hmm.
like it's not to get into a conspiracy or whatever, but it's like, you get home and you watch your Love Island and you go on Netflix and you scroll and then you go on
Pe-
Instagram and then you go on Facebook and you have your phone and you have your
It's
this and it's like,
everybody's just tunnel vision right now. Everybody is just tunnel vision. They're not seeing the big picture of the recession that we're going through, and that's the hardest part for me. It's like, people talking about like, well, I can get on Amazon and I can buy this. Like, if our grandparents were living through the recession we were living through, they'd be in hot dogs and potatoes. But like we're just, and it's like,
because the
credit
fucking
card, it's the credit cards, it's the higher salaries, it's the this, the that, I don't know. I can't even with fucking today's society.
can't either. It's a rant for
I get mad at it. And then people are like, oh, you must be a hardcore Republican. And it's like, honestly, I'm not anymore. Like, I'm a very in the middle person, more of a libertarian than I ever have been in my life.
I hate them
Because,
all.
but yeah, exactly. I hate both sides equally. I don't hate them as much as I hate stupid drivers, but I hate them quite a bit.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm on a streak right now of
With
just
bad
fucking dealing
drivers,
with stupid fucking bad drivers, man.
I
They
don't carry a
drive me
gun anymore
nuts. I
because I'm
had
afraid
one
of what I would
person
do.
today, I almost fucking rear-ended a dump truck with a trailer.
Oh
They
my
had
God.
no lights, they had no brake lights.
Yeah.
And I'm going right next to your fucking house. If you go south past your house, there's like a stretch of just like horrible traffic right now
Mm,
on fucking Dixie on 24. I mean, I'm going 55. I had to go off over to the side into the
mhm,
shoulder and
mm.
like go 5 cars passing brakes. He had no
I
brake lights. I'm driving like this, paying attention, no brake lights. Just slams on his brakes. Could have
I
killed
had
him.
this lady, I don't know what she did today. I don't know if she like if her husband did this one time, so she learned to do this, or like what the fuck, how the fuck she learned how to do this evasive driving, but it was horrible. So I don't know, like, right same spot, honestly, right going down 2024. I was in the left lane, I was driving. She slams on her brakes and she cannot stop in time, or she thinks she can't stop in time in front of the car in front of her. So she is just, I mean, she is hard on the brakes. I was quite far away from her too at this point. But what she does is she goes to go into the shoulder and then she doesn't go into the shoulder. She then dips back out into the other lane and then dips back in. So that like fucked me up even more. Like my reaction was just like all fucked up because of what she was doing because she did it so fast. It was like jerk here, jerk there, back into the middle. And I mean, I was that fucking close to hitting her. That's why I have
Yeah.
good insurance now. Like
Well, it's like, and I'm not trying to be one of those people, but it's like you gotta have cameras everywhere, outside
I'm
your
buying a
house,
dash cam.
a dash cam. You literally have to.
Yeah.
You have to, especially in this, not to get political, but dog fucking shit little state that we live in with its magical no fault insurance. You have to have that shit, dude. You have to. The shit that
Mhm.
we go through. I mean, you gotta have, and in
Oh
today's
my God,
world,
I
how
almost got hit the
everything
other
is on
day.
camera,
And all I
you
could
got
think
to.
is like, if I would have got hit right here, they would have blamed me because it would have looked like I sideswiped her, even though she would have sideswiped me.
Yeah,
And it's just like, yeah,
I'm with you.
you know what? I might order the dash cam right now while we're talking because
They're not
it's
even
gonna have,
expensive.
no,
You don't have to get a great one. Get one for $30.
yeah. I mean, it's
40.
Prime Day
Here's
right
the
now,
deal
so
though. While he's looking that up, I want to go ahead and talk to everybody for a second, okay? I need you guys,
talk
this is
at him.
long. We're over an hour in right now. So the people that are still here, they're true supporters. You need to share the podcast. You need to share it to all your friends, to your family, to your coworkers, to your cousin's friend who walks the fucking dogs. Okay?
Hmm.
We need to get to 100 subscribers. We need Mr. Willett to eat the chip. We need that live on the podcast, okay? It helps us, it helps you guys. It's your entertainment. That's what we're trying to do. At the end of the day, we're going to keep the podcast rolling. We're two guys who are going to talk. We're going to talk about food, life, our experiences, what we're going through. But we love a little entertainment. We need to have it. We've had a massive, massive jump of subscribers over the last couple weeks, and let's just keep it rolling. Let's keep that snowball going down the hill. Let's get us to 100 subscribers. And let's do what we do here. Well,
I like it.
thank you.
I like it.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, let the people know.
But
Just
like the
gotta have
whole,
a
but like I always think about it. I was like, should I get one of the ones that does the front and the rear, or do I just need one for the front?
I would.
I need the one for the front the most.
You do, but I mean, a rear one's good too. You get fucking rear-ended.
Yeah, but
Those are like some of my favorite videos to watch when it's like people like will cut somebody off and then slam on the brakes and brake check them and then like they rear end them and then they get out of the car like,
mhm.
You hit me," and they're like,
I
dumb fuck, it's literally on camera, you stupid idiot. Like,
I
I
do
love
not
that
want
shit.
one of the ones that records inside the cab too. Like,
Yeah, we don't need any of that action. We don't need any
yeah,
of that. Talk about
I
getting canceled quick.
I watch the TikToks and drive it. Not with my child in the car. Not with my child.
You can't be doing that shit in general, Mr. Willett.
I only do it in really bad traffic, like when it's
You
like the stop and go
That's the
traffic.
best place to do. That's horrible. Not when there's nobody around, but when there's the most amount of cars around me, that's when I
Yeah, but
watch
when you're
TikTok.
stopping, you're going, and then you're stopping again. I got 30 seconds in between each stop.
You're fucked. You're fucked.
Austin, I grew up driving with a cell phone in my hand. I'm a
Sure.
horrible person about it. I've actually gotten a lot better at it recently. I do not touch the phone because I have the old Apple CarPlay, and so like now I can just click it.
What does it feel like? I don't like whenever I'm texting people, like I'll like call my dad or text my dad. He's like, "You're driving right now." I'm like, I literally just tell my phone what to do. I'm like,
Yeah,
text dad.
yeah.
What do
I've
you want
gotten
to
a
say?
lot better
Say,
since I've really like dove into the Apple CarPlay.
technology's helped us. They've helped us with that. You got anything else you'd like to add?
I'm a big fan of Chili's.
Overrated.
I don't think it's overrated.
I think it is.
Well, be just and I have it's like a better Applebee's.
Here's the deal. I just decided right now, it's going big right now. Everybody's doing it, so we might as well copy them. Talked to you about it the other day about the Big Mac thing, of like, can you eat it in under a minute? That's what everybody's doing. I know for a fact that I can, and on next week's episode, I'm going to do it.
Eat a Big Mac in under a minute.
I'm going to do it.
See, I'm a lot faster eater than You're
I
just.
don't. I think that you. I don't think. I don't. I don't agree with that
I
at
think you
all.
should cover your body in Nair.
In Nair, I want to go bald, but you won't let me.
I just told you to cover your whole body in Nair. I want your whole body. I want you to be like a naked mole, rat,
Be
completely
rough, dude.
hairless.
If I had no hair on my chest, it would be weird.
I have any
Probably
hair on my
itch.
chest.
That's
I'm not
wild
a
to me. You're
hairy
not a
fella.
hairy person at all. Yeah, you're
Like
really not.
even like people ask me all the time, like, do you shave your legs? And I'm like, no, I just don't. I don't have like
I
hairy.
have. I never used to though. I was a late bloomer with a hair, on the face, on the
Mm.
body, and everything.
No, I
And
mean,
then
you,
like randomly, it just came. And like my arms,
I gave a
my
very.
chest,
I mean, I
my
have a
back,
decent mustache, but like,
my back is getting rough. I got a lot of hair back
and
right
my
now.
hair is all blonde too, so it's just like it blends in with my white ass skin too. So.
Well, we go into hibernation throughout the winter months here. So then,
Mm.
like, we went to the beach the other day for like for a family member's birthday party, and it's the first time I was like at a beach, shirt off, bathing suit, and I'm like, I have so much hair on my back. Like, I don't look at my back very often. I was like, I have so much fucking hair back there. We got to handle that. We got to figure something out on my arms, on my legs, everything. There's a lot of hair going on. So maybe that's what I'll do. But no, I'm gonna do that though. I'm gonna get a Big Mac next week. I'm gonna eat in a minute. So fuck you. I don't think you think I can do it.
I think I
A
could eat
Big
a Whop.
Mac?
I think I can eat a Whopper faster than you can eat a Big Mac.
Well, Whoppers are smaller than Big Macs, so that makes
No,
sense.
Whoppers are way bigger than Big Mac.
They're bigger in width, but not in height.
I guarantee you a Whopper weighs more than a Big Mac. Like I guarantee there's
Um,
more than just girth on that thing.
I don't know. I have two. I have three buns.
Yeah. But you have very little padding.
Yeah, two small patties.
Well, you'll probably go there and they'll be out of Big Mac sauce.
That's out. That's out.
I was
100 and
McDonald's. The Whopper features a 4-ounce, quarter-pound flame-grilled patty, is wider than the Big Mac, comes with mayonnaise, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, ketchup, and sliced onions on a sesame
it
seed
is
bun.
bigger. 280 grams to 220 grams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough. I disagree with that though. But it's just like everybody's doing it and they're making such a big deal about it. It's like I know for a fact I can house a Big Mac. You know. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do that next week. We're gonna get a little excitement, a little pre-chip excitement. You're eating a chip, you're gonna kill yourself on that. I'll go ahead and just fucking scarf down a Big Mac as fast as I can. I'll get it before we film, and I'll have it ready to go.
I
Okay.
like it. All right.
So if anybody's here still right now at the end of this podcast, a little over an hour in now, be prepared for next week. Big Mac is happening.
All right. Well, that's it for me.
Gonna be a damn shame if I can't do it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I got
All right.
faith.
All right. Love you, everybody. I think that's Joe Rogan sign off, so I'm gonna go with love y'all.
Love you. I love you too, Sean O'Malley.
Turn without a blinker.
I love Willet.